Good morning. Today we are going to discuss creating a monthly budget using Google Sheets. So, you guys have had a lot of lessons and a lot of new skills that you've been able to put into your Sheets toolbox. And now it's just time to take it to the next step of actually just applying that in kind of a real world situation. So, you guys are going to go in, and I have uploaded into your module what's going to be called Budget Template. And once you open the budget template, yours is going to look a lot like mine. Actually, let me take this picture out so it'll really look like mine. And when you go in, you're going to see that you have a $4,000 beginning amount of money for your monthly budget. And this activity will require you to do a great deal of research to go in and find some estimated monthly expenses that would then be, realistic for a household. For example, the first cost here is your mortgage. So a mortgage is a house payment. It's a cousin to rent. If you live in an apartment, you pay rent to live there. If you live in a home that you've purchased, you pay a mortgage. It's the same situation. It's just what you pay to live there. And so we are going to do an activity where you guys are going to find a specific house. You're going to find a specific car. So I want to show you, I'm going to open up a new tab, and I'm going to go to a website called Zillow, kind of like Pillow, but with a Z, Zillow. And I want to be in Knoxville. Once I go to the website, you're going to be able to see a list of many homes for sale in Knoxville. Now, once you're on that list, when you click on the house, so I just clicked on the first one that popped up, I want to show you that right here, once you click on the house, you'll see the estimated payment. So the payment per month for this particular home is $1,778. So let's say that this is the home that you want to purchase. Then you would come over to your budget and type in 1778. The website where you found that is Zillow.com. And then you're going to insert a picture. Here's how the picture works. When you're clicked, let me close the big view. When you're clicked on the small preview, you can right click and save the image. Once you save the image, this is going to be, I'm going to call this Crest House. It will be navigated to your pictures. Remember, over here on the left-hand side are where all of the folders for your computer are. So you'll navigate to your pictures and save the house. Once it's there, you're going to go back over here to your pictures section on your column D and choose Insert, Image, Image in Cell. Then it's going to say, where do you want to find this image from? In a few minutes, you may go over to Google Drive for some of the other things that you have going on. But for this particular one, we have that house. So I want to go to my uploads and browse. It's going to take me straight to my picture folder, and then I'm going to find the house. Now, obviously this house is very tiny, and I need to be able to see it a little bit better than that. So looking at my screen over here in between the numbers of your rows, when you hover, you'll see an up and down arrow that will allow you to expand the width of that particular row. So again, watch this. I'm just going to go to the line, expand the width of the row. So this is just to me, that's the one that requires the most, like, okay, I've got to go to a different website. Now I know how to save a picture. So I wanted to start with that with your instruction, but there's more to this project than that. As you scroll through, your next will be your car. Some popular websites students have used in the past for your cars are autotrader.com or carmax.com. Both are kind of catch-alls. But if you think about a $4,000 budget, sometimes it makes sense to go in and do your mortgage and your car last because it allows you to spend as much money as you can. So let's say, for example, you filled out the rest of this budget and you find that, hey, I actually have about $3,000 left over to spend on my house. That just means that over here, instead of doing a $400,000 home, maybe you can up it to $475,000. Okay. So just thinking about different ways that you can spend your money. Some students like to do their car and their house first so that they can go in and have larger expenses for their miscellaneous. So for example, you may want to get a brand new iPhone for your miscellaneous expenses. If that's the case, then you would list this as an iPhone. And then you're going to spend about $700 and probably get that at Apple. Now, here's a few things to note. You're going to fill out all of these empty boxes for the whole budget. So you may want a specific clothing item or just general clothing items, price, website, food items, price, website. Now, food is the one that tends to trip students up the most because you're not going to put like an individual line item on a budget for like a hot dog. So here's what I want you to do for food. You're going to have your groceries with a certain amount. Maybe you want to spend $400 for groceries. Maybe you're going to have your fast food, like your Taco Bell runs. Maybe you're going to spend $50 a month on that. And then maybe you're just going to have like drinks, etc. Like stopping at Weigel's, getting a few things. Maybe you're a Starbucks addict, things like that. And you can maybe add $100 a month in for that. So food can be very general. Like I have this example here. Food is the only one where you will not have to fill in the entire thing. I have extra lines here because I don't know what you want to spend your money on, but you don't have to have it all together. Now, you'll see if I go down here to the very bottom and click on B34, that the formula has a lot of components to it. There are several different cell references to think about for your formula. And all of these are going to be your totals as you go up. So like B25, B19 was considered, and then all of these. If you do not have them listed, you will have an error. The error on the formula will say number error or value error. That is a problem from you not filling everything in. It is not a problem with the spreadsheet. There's nothing wrong with this spreadsheet. So just beware if you have an error. Of course, you can contact me, but I'm going to say, hey, double check that you filled in all of these blanks. Now, let me go over. This is also in your module. This is an example of a completed document for this project. Notice there are only 5 pictures. You only have to have a minimum of 5 pictures. You do not have to have a picture for every single line item. Those that put pictures for every single line item are going to show me that you're not watching all of the videos. So just be very careful. That same thing with the specific websites. You know, you're going to go in and figure out for your miscellaneous, you find a specific pair of jeans and you can just estimate shoes and a sweater, for example. Again, this is just an example. This is in your module though, so you can check out the example as you need it. Again, your $4,000 you may not go over. I want you to spend most of it though. So if when you're finished, you still have $2,000 left over, then you need to make some tweaks to your budget, spend some more money maybe on your car payment or on your home, or maybe buy a more high-priced miscellaneous item. This project does take a little while because you have to go online and do your research. So just make sure that you're understanding this is heavily weighted for this particular week, and I want to make sure that you guys are successful. So once again, if you have any questions, let me know. You'll use your template, your example, and obviously this video to make sure you do it right. All right, have fun.